So another one for the record books. Thanks to Patrick and Kelly for putting together the songs. I mean, I thought that was just really cool. The way I found out about this is, I had been told that Kelly did some radio stuff, and then Patrick Leitner. Every day, I walk on a treadmill and I do, social media. And in my For You feed came something called Single Sparrow, and it was Patrick Leitner singing. And I was like, oh my goodness. And so if you're interested, Single Sparrow. I made a comment, when I was talking about crowdsourcing, and I said, like something like when a Dell laptop overheats. What I failed to mention, and which was reminded to me afterwards, it was fixed. It was a BIOS update, and Dell sprung into action, and I just wanted to make sure everybody knew I wasn't throwing them under the bus. So, for the record, thanks to Dell leadership and their engineers for helping us resolve that problem quickly. It was a good news story. I want to thank you all for making this a priority event. From my perspective, I think it was a great success, but I'm really interested in hearing from you, especially, the venue, how things could have been better, like actually being able to read that from up here. Please send us feedback through the DHITS app, or reach out to anybody on my team, tell us what works, and I really mean that. Would love to hear from you, and after all, for the vendors, you guys really pay for this and make it happen. So many folks I need to thank: industry partners, military departments. This is going to be a huge year. CIOs from across the globe. And I kind of mentioned this earlier. If you've got a problem, do not suffer in silence. Send me an email direct if you don't know what to do. It's no problem. And I really mean that. To our on-site IT folks from Teledyne, thanks for keeping us connected and up and running. They come every year, and with all these flag officers and senior folks here, as you can imagine, there are real-world emergencies going on back home the whole time they're here, and this is how they stay connected, and they do just a great job. To our shining enlisted men and women that are not all Air Force, but there's a lot of Air Force that come out of Melbourne. I can't thank Senior Price enough. If you'd have come here before Senior Price got here, you were not integrated the way you are now into what we do, and it's like changed how everything works. The MC, everything. It's just great. And finally, Caitlin, where are you? There she is. Everybody, Caitlin. Caitlin and the Axiom team. You guys are awesome. And I want you to know, they don't just do DHITS. They do all of the conferences. And it just so happens they were part of J6, and they let me keep them because it was doing good. And I don't know, but you continue to just knock it out of the park. Thank you. Other things. So we managed to exceed last year's attendance. 2,359 active participants. That's incredible. I think our leadership, above me, the MTFs, the networks, they're really supporting this. Just a great news story. On behalf of the Armed Services Blood Program, thanks to everybody who donated blood. We started this effort a couple years ago, and it's been fantastic. I thought it was a little funny. Most of the speakers, when they got up this year, were talking about how many times they'd spoke at DHITS, and I was like, well, that's good. That's pretty cool. Almost like it was a badge of honor. You heard about the people leaving, right? And so obviously Gandalf, Mr. Hines, Colonel Lattimore, Mark Googe. I don't know if Mark's here. Mark is on terminal leave right now, so he was our ETI division chief. they're all going to have retirement ceremonies, and so they'll get, we all have something special for them there. But there's one person that I wanted to call out here because it's somebody that everybody knows, but she's a contractor. Her name's Carol Randell. Are you out there, Carol? There she is, with her broken wrist and new screws and metal plate. So I think there's a lot of people who probably already know Carol by her voice after hearing her orchestrate our worldwide CIO work group meetings every Wednesday. Carol is a vital part of what we do. This is her last DHITS. I struggled with, should I talk about it, because I don't want her to leave. And the longer I can coax her into staying, that is good for all of us. What some of you may not know about Carol is that one of the reasons she's so good at what she does is because of her enduring dedication and long-time service to the DHA and MHS missions. So she's a retired Air Force nurse and Lieutenant Colonel. Here she comes. Oh, don't run away. She was an officer on the staff of the original TRICARE management activity when it started. Program office responsible for clinical IT. Since her military retirement, she served in numerous contractor roles in support of the MHS. And in addition to coordinating the CIO work group, she leads our orientation program. You know, there's not like, you know, I'm an ordnance officer in the Army, and there's the Army Ordnance Center in school, and you would go there as the enlisted folks go, you get your training, right? The junior officers go, they bring you back as a C. There's none of that for what we do for our CIOs, except what we put together. Newcomers orientation, what ETID does with their training section, and then this conference. So really cool stuff. Carol's also a lifelong learner who's passionate about the history and historical research. She has a tradition of driving to DHITS every year, and she stops to visit historical landmarks on the way. And every year, I mean, I can't imagine what your house looks like. So it's like a museum. So every year during, is it Nurses Week? Yeah, Nurses Week is a month.
I turn it into a month.
She turns it
Nurses
into.
deserve a month.
So she brings from her house, like what you'd see at like the National Nurse Museum, and sets it, I'm not exaggerating, and she sets it up, you know, in the hallways. It almost looks like it's supposed to be there because we're the DHA, and it'll be like these weird, like from the Civil War, some kind of medical instrument. Can you guess what this is? And, you know, just, it's really cool. Carol, I know you have plans for your future, and like I talked about, I don't know if you're really leaving or when, but maybe this will make you stay. Round of applause for Carol.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And that's about it. So everyone, enjoy your last hours in Nashville. Safe travels back home. We'll look to see you again next year. I don't know where it is yet. Thank you very much.